Right, I got a new public service announcement. I found some new strings and I'm shocked that I'd never heard of this company. A subscriber told me about them and said, have you ever heard of the Octacore strings? And I said, what is that? He said, yeah, they're made by Mapes, M-A-P-E-S, in Tennessee. And I said, why have I never heard of this company? So I not immediately, but I went ahead and tried to order some sets, and their website's a little wonky. Customer service is non-existent as far as I could tell, but they're a manufacturing facility, so don't worry about all that. They make great strings. They've been making strings since 1912. They're the only strings that are used in Steinway pianos. They make piano strings, every type of guitar, acoustic, ukulele, everything. Let me go back a little bit. Remember on the last video I said I'm suffering from some arthritis, and even Jimmy's light gauge strings are giving me a hard time, the 10 and the 13 and the 26Ds. When I saw the gauges on this set, and I'll put a close-up here in a second, it was 8, 11, 14, 22, 30, and 38. And I thought, well, that sounds great. Let me try these, because I always thought on Jimmy's set that the 26 was a little heavy because he bends the wound D string a lot. And I was having a hard time bending it. So I thought, well, let me try 22. I had to change the 8 to a 9 because the 8 was too thin. Just didn't have the tone I wanted. So I had a 9. I put the 9 on there. It rounded out the whole set, made it sound perfect. Go with the 9. I don't think you're going to like the sound of the 8. It's just really thin sounding. I bought some 9s from Kurt Mangan. I can't really notice that they're even that much lighter, except the 9 and the 11. I really can bend those easier, and the D too. But what's so great about them is, I'd switch to round core strings because they sound better, they vibrate more true, but they wear out. And once you cut the winding on a D string, it's dead. So that's the advantage of the Hexcore and now the Octacore, is that it grips the winding so it doesn't go dead when you cut through the winding. And the string will last a lot longer. But with the Hexcore, you've got these air gaps in between the hex-shaped core and the winding. So the theory behind the octacore strings is to have the sound of a round core string, but the stability of a hex core string, or now an octacore string, octacore core, which grips the winding and keeps it from moving when you cut through it. So I wish they had a 9 through 38 set, but I'm not going to bother trying to go through their customer service. I think if you call them, you probably have better results. And they might make a 9 through 38. I probably will do that just to see. But give them a try. All the links, there's a link to the video of Octacore. I'm not exactly sure it's the same plant because it's Hughes guitar, but they're in the Octacore plant. And just a link to their website. But try them out. They sound great, bend great, and that lighter gauge is easier on my hands by far. I'll talk to you guys later.